What's up, everybody? It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are tuned into radiodr.co.za.
We're talking heaven. Give us this day. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven.
Our Father must be happy wherever He is. You kids are just beautiful. Jesus, just come down and listen to these voices. Did you hear that?
And that is how we start off our show right here on www.radiodr.co.za. I do go by the name of Minnie 2C, and I do not go alone. Of course, I do have a guest in studio today. He goes by the name of Raphael. How are you, Raphael?
I'm very well. How are you?
I'm great. I'm super excited to have you on the show. I'm like ecstatic because it's a Youth Day. Happy Youth Day, everyone. I hope you had a lovely Youth Day, and I'm just excited. Like Sarafina it gives me that vibe that, I'm still young. I mean, I'm sure when you watch the movie Sarafina, you wanted to be part of the cast.
Yeah, but it was more like yo abelung bastrael. It showed me the past. So yeah, it's quite an emotional movie.
It is.
It just teaches us a lot about where we come from and what we need to appreciate. We've come a long way as a country. And I don't think a lot of people actually recognize that.
Yeah, true. It's a very, very powerful movie. Like, I make it a thing of every year I will watch it. I know people complain that it's played on TV on a specific channel. Like, every year they make sure they play it. And people are like, where's Katel? I mean, I watch it, guys, because it just gives me that thing. You are powerful. You are something in the world. Someone fought for you to be where you at right now. I'm speaking this fluent English because they fought so much for us to have what we have right now. But anyway, we will speak about this during the show, so make sure you stay tuned. And we have a jam-packed show for you, of course. As always, nothing new. But today we are talking about white privilege. So we want to get to know what really is white privilege, where does it stem from, and like just the overview of like and an understanding of really what is white privilege, because it is very important that we know and we also able to exercise our rights and responsibilities and everything, and to be able to speak out whenever we see that something is wrong and not going right, because it is a problem, and we will be talking about it during the show. And we have some things that are going to make you think, what is white privilege really, really, and for you to have an understanding. And by the end of the show, you really need to know what white privilege is and how you can deal with it. So make sure you stay tuned right here on Monday Mayhem with your girl Minnie to see we are about to have fun.
And radio DR.
Cops are on the ass, 180 on the freeway, living life fast. Pray we don't get a funeral. What a lovely individual. Say your love is kind of spiritual. Me and you are at the real, fucking me and you are hella dope. Come on back and we rise to the infinity. If I die, I do know you're going down with me. Got no questions, I know our love is evergreen. Don't need to tell me, we talk through telepathy. Wanna ride or die, say goodbye with me. Do you wanna save my life, hold on tight, baby? You know I'm complicated, extraterrestrial being. I think it's crazy how you believe in me. Do you wanna ride or die, sink or fly with me? Do you wanna save my life, hold on tight, baby? You know I'm complicated, extraterrestrial being. I think it's crazy how you believe in me, in me. I say yes and there we go. Ask no questions, you're in the road. Ride with me till the wheels fall off. I'll be your number one baby in your world. You don't even like to stress me. You don't even wanna test me. You be standing down like a soldier, ask you what's next, G. Don't know I deserve you. Thank your mama 'cause she birthed you. Found us in a robin to the niggas, damn baby, you so fucking poor. Do you wanna ride or die, sink or fly with me? Do you wanna save my life, hold on tight, baby? You know I'm complicated, extraterrestrial being. I think it's crazy how you believe in me. Do you wanna ride or die, sink or fly with me? Do you wanna save my life, hold on tight, baby? You know I'm complicated, extraterrestrial being. I think it's crazy how you believe in me, in me. Ride or die, sink or fly with me. Do you wanna save my life, hold on tight, baby? You know I'm complicated, extraterrestrial being. I think it's crazy how you believe in me. Do you wanna ride or die, sink or fly with me? Do you wanna save my life, hold on tight, baby? You know I'm complicated, extraterrestrial being. I think it's crazy how you believe in me, in me, in me, in me, in me,
Sack Beats.
If it ain't the rocket, then it ain't. This the type of shit you play for enemies. You messing with my niggas, you gon' rest in peace. I've been out broke for a long time. I was on the road, ducking only cops. Bitches in my crib, just said who was
some sense for a nigga, yeah. Took her on a trip, now she flexing for the gram, yeah. Bitch, I'm on the road, but I run the streets. Bitch, I'm coming home, I want you in the sheets, yeah, yeah. I've been on the road for a long time. I've been on the road for a long time. I've been on the road for a long time. Don't wanna be broke my whole life. I've been on the phone for a long time. I've been on the phone for a long time. I've been on the phone for a long time. Don't wanna be alone my whole life. I be with the gang, all my little niggas. 3 years old, rockin' heel figure. At any given time, my name grown bigger. Tryna play with me, you got the wrong nigga. Okay, I'm running the city while I'm chillin' in my living room. Niggas put me on, yeah, they gave me some shit to do. I been on the road tryna make myself a meal or two. Still with the same niggas, you always switching the crew. Came up, seen the door, I'm so I can never fall. Full court, I'm a ball, I'm the plug, it's me you call. I'm still in the cut, ayy, life I live it up, ayy. Prices going up, we pull up, they know it's us, yeah. I've been on the road for a long time. I've been on the road for a long time. I've been on the road for a long time. Don't wanna be broke my whole life. I've been on the phone for a long time. I've been on the phone for a long time. I've been on the phone for a long time. Don't wanna be alone my whole life. I said overseas and got some bitches in my coupe. Shout out to the brother Johnny Loki from the hood. Word to Tallahassee, out your rap in Colorado. Savage cooking bitch with niggas from Toronto. Fogo Mr. International, that's my handle. I'm out here banging niggas, bitches like an instrumental. I love you, P, woman, nigga, that's a kilo. You used to take notes in class and now I burn them deep in notes. Then you design a band of flow. I'm just trying to get the dope. Got your bitches on the board, they just trying to get my dope. All I do is sip it slow, smoking on the antidote. Need some pretty bitches who gon' suck up on my semen for a bit. I've been on the road for a long time. I've been on the road for a long time. I've been on the road for a long time. Don't wanna be broke my whole life. I've been on the phone for a long time. I've been on the phone for a long time. I've been on the phone for a long time. Don't wanna be alone my whole life. All I ever wanted was the money and the fame. All I ever wanted was the money and the fame. Now them bitches wanna hear my voice on the phone. Now them bitches wanna hear my voice on the phone. 99 problems by the bitch ain't one. 99 problems by the bitch ain't one. 99 problems by the bitch ain't one. 99 problems by the bitch
Music by Sack Beats.
Put one in the air for the rookies of the year. You gotta put one in the air for the rookies of the year.
Dream team. Paga izandla zakho lapho sikubone. Cause it's time to go out and shy, you get down, have a good times party. Take it out, 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 take it out. Yeah, it's a good day and I'm feeling the ride. Got my cap on, foot and shake, cut to the side. Swags on 100,000 drilling, little shit you outside. Libonko lova banga twali, screaming Westside. But I really don't mind, cause deep down I know when I clearly don't be out. I'm not here to start beef or trouble. Just a glass with ice and Patron on the double. I'm just trying to let loose and just feel free. With the gang about Shay, great goose. Now I take it, that's the life we be living at Japan every Thursday. Who's it do 6 and he woke him with his work school. Just chilling in Minnie. And evenings we back again. At a special event. Looking forward, we just popping champagne. And we don't need invitations for us to get in. Paga izandla zakho lapho sikubone. Cause it's time to go go out and shy, you get down, have a good times party. Take it, 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 take it. You're now rocking with the best in the building. They ain't trying, I got haters losing nerve just to feel them. We so on point that it damn near kills them. It's funny how we had to get ill to heal them. Yeah, but see real G's don't dance. We on the floor getting lower than the sag on these pants. Guana, these skanks know the crew is deep bank. We melt them down quicker than the ice on these drinks. Fresh, you know that gear look dope. It's dream team in here, thicker than that kush y'all smoke. You better put one in the air for the rookies of the year. We guaranteed to bang Nazi coolies over here. Nah, we chillin', real top billin'. Shorty want shots, then we gon' be tip drillin'. I'm not saying I'm a baller, baby, but the haters just baller lately, cause we got them like Paramis under Zako, La Bossy Boy, cause it's time to go out and shy, you get down, have a good times party. Take it, 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 Zandla Zako. I ain't even got a front, I got a nice flow. They say you only live once, tryna YOLO. Scoop said I'm 21, so I'm a mojo. Take it, take it, take it. On my suits and flow, you might not chill it. Don't even stop me up, getting melody. Cause I'm steady bringing hell, man, killing it. I put my thoughts on the page, the flow came together. Now it's banging in your ear, feel the pressure. Dream team in the scene, it ain't getting better. Making music for the masses, trying to get this cheddar. But besides the money, we just making good music. Something you can party to when you just kicking and you coolin'. Or even when you boozing, or chilling and you cruising. The youngin' on the track, yeah, we just keep it moving. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Cause it's time to go out, shy, you get down, have a good times party. Take it, 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 take it. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Cause it's time to go out, shy, you get down, have a good times party. Take it, 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 take it. Dream team in the house tonight. Dream team in the house tonight. Dream team, baby. Dream team in the house tonight. Shout out Alute to Dream team in the house tonight. Dream team in the house tonight. Kev. Dream team in the house tonight. Hey, yo, Wayne. Dream team in the house tonight. 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 Let's do it again. Dream team in the house tonight. Dream team in the house tonight. Let's do it again.
What's up, everybody? It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are tuned into Radio DR Live. Oh my gosh, when Dream Team was actually still Dream Team, the three of them. La Lela. Do you know they mixtape?
Yeah.
They first mixtape.
Let me see you shake that. Is that?
Boonga. That was my song. Yes, that's I used to love. Yeah, boy. Oh my! I used to love Dream Team so much, and I had the biggest crush on.
Of course you did. We were in high school when Dream Team came out, weren't you?
Actually, no. Yes, I was in matric because they were there at our after party. Do you understand what thing Umtogo? What's Umtogo is dash? Yes,
Zulu Makatini.
Yes,
Shout out Zulu
he's
Makatini.
Like, this is my wife, and a bouncer, and I was so happy. I was like, what? Lapo, wife, where am I?
Where are you now? If only you stayed.
I can't deal. But I actually really, really love their music. I don't know what happened to them.
They broke up. Oh, they didn't break up.
They did break up.
They radiated. Radiation when chemicals break up and become other chemicals.
Do you think it worked? I don't think it worked. Because now it's quiet. And everyone is doing their things individually. Because, I mean, Sasso, I think he's going into that event thing, And Utre is a good producer that I know of.
I think they're still pushing. I don't know. We must bring them
But
on
they
the
haven't
show to
released.
find
They
out.
haven't released anything. Actually, they should come on the show and explain. We need some explaining.
We should have gone to Sasso's house.
Yeah, I mean, it's always a vibe there, hey? It really is always a vibe, but okay, Izobuya anyway. I'm sure like after the Durban July, they'll have it because it's a thing now. But it's really a vibe. I really like their vibe. But that was Dream Team with Tegede. And then, oh my gosh, I really want to play Izzaz for you guys, but not today. Today is not the day for us to play Izzaz. But we are talking about white privilege. What is white privilege? What's your understanding of white privilege? And we will be checking comments later on from Facebook. People just gave me a very vague idea of what white privilege is. Silo, what do you think white privilege is?
White privilege?
I'm always interested in your comments because
White privilege? It's a systematic. It's just so much. The thing is, you can't point at one thing and call it white privilege. It's how they are educated. It's how they are brought up. It's what they experience and what the black person doesn't, because of what white people did, and white people get a step up in schools at jobs because of
they're
that.
white.
Because it's this the crazy thing about white privilege and understanding it fully for me is understanding is I don't have what you have to make you successful because of what your grandfather, your forefathers did to my forefathers. That's the underlying premise of white privilege is to me. You've gotten this privilege now of you getting the top job, of you getting into the best school, of you getting a scholarship here because your father is friends with all of these people from these families that had slaves or that killed people or that took over an entire family's farm without paying them and then moved them Guamash.
Okay, yeah.
So it's white privilege for me. It's that.
It's just because you're white.
Yeah, and it creates a system where because the biggest thing of white privilege that people don't see is the braai. Who's at your braai when you invite people? How many white people are there?
0.
And how many black people own big companies?
Oh, not a lot.
Exactly. And in the
Not a
white
lot.
circles and the braais they go to, so you're busy at a braai and the CEO of Edgar's walks through and you say, my daughter doesn't have a job. But no, some file up ahead office. No, don't worry, I say right. Because that
If
little
you're
thing,
white.
yes, that's a system created by putting black people in one place
Then
and
why
white
is it
people
wrong?
in other.
Why is it wrong when black people do it? Because black people
It's not
still,
wrong. It's just that we can't. The minute with black people, the minute we start something good on one side, it's demonized because now we're killing a whole bunch of industries that work illegally. So that's the problem. I think I don't know. It's getting deep.
There's one thing I really don't like about. This is like off topic, but I hate how everything that is not good is associated with black.
That's part of the system though, because it started by the American. Okay, I don't know when it fucking started, but it's been going on since fucking 400 years ago when people were enslaved around the world, black people. Because if you look at black people around the world, they're always the majority in the poor neighborhoods. If they exist in the country.
Yeah.
Why is that the reason?
White privilege.
Well, we can't blame it on that.
It's because of the old system, apartheid here in South Africa. I don't know what it's called in America.
Jim Crow.
Surely in some other continents now, but they have their own NJ,
Yeah, and I really believe that white privilege started with the original oppression of taking over. Like in Namibia, I think they wiped out over 80% of a certain ethnic group. 80%. Imagine wiping out 80% of Xhosa people.
Jeez,
That's what the Germans came and did in Namibia, and like it's crazy. And then on top of that, 100 years later, their kids are telling you guys don't work hard enough. That's why you don't make it. It's because you
They
guys aren't
kids tell us
educated.
that.
Yeah, those people's kids are telling us that. That's the hurtful part.
The
for
funny
me.
thing is that like most of those people don't even go to study whatever they are doing.
Now they
in
don't because
in
the
big
system is working
companies.
so well. Like our black people now are fighting to get into universities. University degree is online available, but there's still that because they control marketing. There's no large black marketing company. It's probably funded by money from a white company, like a subsidiary Ogilvy for BEE.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So like, we don't own nothing as blacks, so that's why we don't keep getting white privileged over.
Will this ever change? Do you think? How long do you think it will take to
Well,
change?
how long would it take to build our own banks? How long would it take to build our own schools? How long would it take to build our own hospitals?
Yes, yes.
Not the ones inherited by the fucking government from the white government. Those hospitals were built for a small minority.
It will probably take like a year.
See, this is why I'm not gonna watch that movie, that flipping thing on Netflix. It's gonna get me fired up like this.
What is this?
What's that movie that's on Netflix currently? That when they see
We
us?
don't have Netflix. I
You
don't.
see that
Netflix.
thing that was the docu that was trending on Netflix?
No, I didn't.
When they see us or they don't see us, something like that. It's about these 5 black guys that were like.
But I actually think watching these kinds of movies is actually good for us. It conscientizes us because there's a lot of black people who actually refuse to believe what is existing. There's a lot of black people who feel like, let us get along. If we talk about these types of topics, there's a lot of them, no, don't. You're going to push people away. You're going to, frighten people.
But there's one thing I have to say about that. The one thing that we're doing wrong, that I believe we're doing wrong, is we let the anger, dominate our thoughts.
Yeah,
and we
because-
don't now come up with a way of moving forward. Okay, let's better ourselves in this way. But we just get so angry, and that's where we end. Like, we can't move on because we are just so angry. We want to fight them. I feel like if you really want to fight these people, do something to better yourself and then better your...
And that's
Your
what I was
people.
saying
I
with
think-
the
I
banks and the schools is that we as black people need to better ourselves. We know that education moves the community forward. That's one place where you'd want to invest in. Then you need the money to move around so that you can build these things. So it's those things. Sorry to cut you off.
I think the point about anger is valid. I mean, anger doesn't solve anything. So beyond that, we need to find solutions. But also, at the end of the day, there are people who are still alive today who were electrocuted, people who who lost their legs and arms. There are people who didn't grow up with their parents today. There are people who were raised by violent parents who had returned from exile.
Yeah.
So I do think that as a country, we haven't done enough of this. There are many people who are unsung heroes today who are languishing in poverty.
Yes.
So I do think that those people's anger is validated. And in order for us as a country to stop a ticking time bomb really from exploding, is that we have to do our commitment, our responsibility by those people. And it is really giving them the right opportunities that we need.
Yes.
And I do think that redress and transformation is necessary in this country. If we are in a position where we are saying that 80% of the wealth is not in the hands of the majority, that is not sustainable. If we are saying that men CEO positions are occupied by 70% of men, that is not sustainable. You are excluding other people there.
Wait, now we're bundling a whole bunch of topics. That's a topic for a different
Exactly.
day. The whole employment equity thing, we need to relook that. I mean, I see the mainstream way of thinking, but we need to really look into that. Not to take anything away from
Yeah, well, we will talk about this as the show goes on, because I can see people are getting really, really excited. Let's have a break and just gather our thoughts. But stay tuned, because we do have Triple Threat, and we have Guess the Song to play with our guest. We want to see if he knows his music or what.
What's up? This is Celestial Mike, the mic in the hands of God, and you're connected to Radio DR.co.
Yeah. It's that dope. Coming through.
won't you wait for me, babe? I own so many time, babe. I'm going insane to see your face. I'm on my way. I'm on my way, yeah. 12:30 hit her with a text, hey, what's up? I just killed a set at the club, wanna cut. Me and my niggas wanna break from the dust. All the trap queens all up in my face, tryna fuck. 1 a.m. mommy gang told me she been hustling. She was trying to get a little nap before she get it in. I said, wait a bit, how about a little break? I be pulling up around 2 a.m. And that was when the models and the Henny came. And the iPhone said I was on 10%. It's 3:30 now, I'm all willing, yeah. Give me 10, I'll be there in a little bit. So mommy, please just don't feel I got just what you need. Don't you lose patience. Please won't you wait for me, babe? I own so many time, babe. I'm going insane to see your face. I'm on my way. I'm on my way, yeah.
Wait, baby, I'm doing 200 on the freeway. Your mama says, baby, fuck her, she say. I know it's pretty late, baby, it's too late. I'm 10 minutes away for fucking pizza. I'm on my way now. You don't even have to change. I'll sneak in your window and climb in your bed then. Do your favorite style again and again. But you gotta hush. You know that pillow is a must. I know you say you like the rush, but I don't want another fight with your pops. Nah, please, baby, make my day. I'm coming from the south, then I'm heading your way. I used to turn on the highway. Almost there, baby, I'm on my way. Yeah.
Mommy gotta act patiently. Mommy gotta leave space for me. In the bed 5 in the morning after the club, no Uber fee. You said you keep it really hot for me. Before work hit the buzzer, you be buzzing me. You thinking about that realness, but I'm already here, man. I've been amazing since day one. I made it through all the late ones. Mommy game, she's so amazing. MVP when it's game time. So I tell her on the phone, don't sleep. Landlord, hold a kinda like a precinct, pretty fine. So I pay to find that morning glory, don't come cheap. I'm on my way. Don't you lose patience. Please won't you wait for me, babe? I own so many time, babe. I'm going insane to see your face. I'm on my way. I'm on my way, yeah. I'm always working, I don't get the time. But when I do, you know I'm coming, right? I just wanna be with you tonight and we can watch the stars light up the darkness. I know I'm late, but just forget the time. I hit you up when I'm at the gate. Don't sleep, I won't be too late. I need you by my side, just so I don't change. I called her up, go 3. Got some gears all up. The other one for me. Yeah, exchange your love. Never ever will I change that. And you can tell your rings, I'm here to stay. To all my exes, they should lay back. And you can wake up now, I'm on the way. I'm on my way. Don't you lose patience. Please won't you wait for me, babe? I own so many time, babe. I'm going insane to see your face. I'm on my way. I'm on my way, yeah. I'm on my way, yeah. I'm on my way. Don't you lose patience. Please won't you wait for me, babe? I own so many time, babe. I'm going insane to see your face. I'm on my way. I'm on my way, yeah.
Yeah, I tuck up in this like I'm enterprise. Yeah, the bitches just staying on my phone line. They know we're sipping on codeine is right. They know we're blowing up like dynamite. They know we're blowing up like dynamite. What we're smoking is not legalized. Yeah, minding my business, won't pay no mind. What we're smoking is not legalized.
What we're smoking is not legalized. Hey, Ashton Flow ain't got the liquor license. Hey, I drip a line to Whitney, yeah. Status on Oprah Winfrey, yeah. River game flowing with me, yeah, yeah. Hey, cross the bridge, drip blew up like seafood. Hey, culture vitals, bite the sun for re-ups. Tryna say relevant, they tryna catch up on the lingo. Hey, hey, I'm with the gang, the business always keep it legal. Hey, hey, minus the fake, the hate, the lanes before you go insane. Hey, get you some revenue, don't pay attention what the gang gon' do. Hold up. Niggas here, like a mud, hey. They gon' tryna drain you up, hey. I'm Machiavelli, hit 'em up, hey, hey, hey.
Yeah, I tuck up in this like I'm enterprise. Yeah, the bitches just staying on my phone line. They know we're sipping on codeine is right. They know we're blowing up like dynamite. Then now we're blowing up like dynamite. Whoa. What we're smoking is not legalized. Yeah. Minding my business, won't pay no mind. What we're smoking is not legalized.
She gives good brain, she should give a lecture. Yeah, that's boomerang, she gon' bring it back. She hop on a deep, then hop in the Benz. I hop on a plane and land on a jet. When we pull up, it lose they morals. Be hating, but still they follow. Sparkles in the air, wanna bring the bottle. I ain't ashamed of where I'm from, I ain't no knocko. Two girls and they kiss me at the same time. I'm push and she blowing, call her dynamite. True colors show when it's late at night. Real trappers come out at night.
Yeah. I talk a business like I'm enterprise. Yeah. The bitches dusting on my phone line. Believe. They know we're sipping on codeine is prime. They know we're blowing up like dynamite. They know we're blowing up like dynamite. Whoa. What we're smoking is not legalized. Yeah. Minding my business, won't pay no mind. What we're smoking is not legalized.
Yeah, what we're smoking is not legalized. She pulled up at the crib, she tried to scrutinize. 100 stacks up, bitch, you can't afford the price. Yeah, yeah, Project Wolfie are the brand new idols. Yeah, sipping the purpose pride, sipping the purpose pride. Yeah, yeah, don't even cost a dime. My did it lower the price. Yeah, yeah, I got champagne in the eyes tonight. Yeah, yeah, blow up the dynamite. I carry the money, Mariah. Taking the shot to the brain, I can maintain no competition with lames. Niggas be switching the lanes, niggas fake. I'm trying to fill up a bank, gas, fill up the tank. Surround the city, you know the aim is Atlanta. Holy Alabama, state quarter. I need a hand, I'm Montana. Yeah,
yeah. I talk a business like I'm enterprise. Yeah. The bitches dusting on my phone line. Believe. They know we're sipping on codeine is prime. They know we're blowing up like dynamite. They know we're blowing up like dynamite. Whoa. What we're smoking is not legalized. Yeah. Minding my business, won't pay no mind. What we're smoking is not legalized.
Watinda tina, watinda banga sokufa, safa saphenduka saphenduka nje bovu. Watinda tina, wamodo, mode modo, modo bo. Watinda tina, wamodo, mode modo, mode modo.
What's up, everybody? It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are tuned into radiodr.co.za. That was Smusi Songema with Nkonyana Gandaba. Oh my gosh, it gives me goosebumps. Like, I just get goosebumps listening to that song.
Amanda.
I wear too.
Yeah.
Amandala. Did you hear Naomi Campbell saying that?
Yes, I did. I was there. We were all like, did you hear what she said? Yo.
But I mean, she's American.
She tried,
we can forgive her. And
She's
before
British.
that was...
She didn't have to do that, though. Do you think?
I mean...
Did she really have to? Like, did she really have to
She's
do
a
that?
cousin from afar.
Thing is, guys, you guys are bougie. The farm people love that shit.
No. She didn't have to patronize it like that.
No, it's not patronizing. You come to someone's country, you learn the language.
You learn the
you try,
language
because
and-
now you're gonna fuck up French, but the fact that you're trying is good.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's that. It's just that. I mean, you can't have it for actually trying.
You really can't. But
But my question: did she really have to do that?
I mean,
for us to relate to her. I mean, we already have I guess we're talking about white privilege today.
Yep.
How many white friends do you know who have never gone beyond Sawubona?
Ooh, I know a lot. I know a lot. I don't even expect them to try. Shame.
Yeah.
Wow, don't.
Already in jail, you should expect them to try.
I ain't
For me,
bro.
I've gotten to a point
You
where...
know what? I mean, I get annoyed when a white person speaks Zulu, especially if it's not fluent. Like, dude, just stick to your language, please.
But there are black people...
I hate that.
But there are black people who actually fetishize over that.
Exactly.
And for me, it's...
Why do we give praise? Why do they
Yeah.
don't give praise to us for knowing how to speak their language? Why do we give praise to them for
Exactly.
bruh, it's something that they should be learning anyway, because I mean,
If you are my age and you've been exposed to black people your entire life, don't expect me to translate a joke for you because it doesn't sound the same. It
really
loses its
doesn't.
essence because
It really doesn't.
it's mhlophe.
yeah, true.
The
True.
English runs away.
Anyway, can I just finish with the songs? Golden Black featuring Teleman with Dynamite, and before that was Palm Tree Paradise featuring Reason with On My Way. For some odd reason, I just feel like it's only right that in South Africa we have some sort of event where we get to know exactly what Isarafina was about and have an event where we actually feel like we part of it, and it needs to ignite that fire in us. Uzi, dude, like you're young, do it.
Wear your uniform and get drunk.
No, bro. That's the thing. That's the thing they're doing wrong. People are wearing their uniform. Like, it defeats the purpose of.
Hector Peterson.
Yes.
There's always a new
he
edition of
was
the
only
Hector
13,
Peterson
that guy.
film.
He was only 13.
Imagine, bruh, imagine. And futhi izona lezi ingane encane that are doing, and they're learning from people our age. Ukuthi, okay, this is what is done. Let's do it. I don't agree with it. I just feel like some things shouldn't be changed. There are certain things that you shouldn't change that should stay that way because they're so significant. Do you understand, Uzi? That whole thing that happened in 1976 was super significant. It changed a whole lot, So I don't think it's right that people are like, I'm going to wear my uniform and I'm going to go get drunk. Like, how is it going to help you? Getting drunk, how is it going to help you?
So help the people, Minnie. In practice, what do you want them to do? You want them to wear their uniform and go somewhere and say, go on a history lesson.
Not everyone is interested in doing that, but for those who are interested, it would be nice ukuthi kube khona an event where, like, there are always events at ICC of educating people, your career expos, your whatnot, something like that where people can come in and be like, let's revolutionize what happened in 1976 and make it like a 2019 or 2020 type of thing.
Yeah,
and let's have an understanding, a great understanding. So now we know, okay, I'm studying and I need to do this in order to get where I want to be and become a better black person, because they fought for a lot. People died for crying out loud.
People died, and that's a very important thing.
You know?
People died for us to have this. I think she's absolutely correct. No, I agree with her. I do think that we can have themed events. We can try and make it cool, man. We can just say maybe someone's launching an album and they're just teaching us about our own history. I mean, the only reason why we have a concept of white privilege is because of how powerful white culture is.
Yeah.
What culture?
But I was about to actually go there. What culture? Because they don't.
I mean, what is culture really? It's a way of living, and all of us are living in a westernized world, whether we choose to believe this or not.
Oh yeah, shout out Apple.
Wow,
but I mean, if Umini was, if I'm understanding you correctly, and you're saying let us use this, to strengthen our culture, then I completely agree with you. Let us create cultural objects, events, days where we know that people actually understand the significance of this day.
Yeah, definitely. Especially because I feel like this date is there for a reason, June 16. Therefore, let's do something that is about June 16. Let's become educated. Because personally, when I look at Usarafina, I'm like, wow, okay. They went through so much, bruh. Like, I would have loved to be part of that movie. And because it was just like, it was so beautiful. You look at it, and just not in terms of acting, but in anything that you're doing or studying towards, better yourself there. Because people fought, bruh. Like, okay, fine, you might be like, oh no, I wasn't there. They never knew that I was going to be born and whatnot and whatnot. You were going to be born eventually. Like, you were going to be born Vele eventually. So just appreciate. I just feel like it's a matter of appreciation and educating yourself and becoming a better person. And yeah, but hey, bruh, it's a lot. It's a lot for the game. But anyway, we are going to head over to play Guess the Song with our guest Raphael right here in studio. And I'm going to see if he knows his music. Well, this is how the game goes. So I have 3 songs.
Yeah.
And I'm going to read the lyrics to you.
Yo.
So you have to try guess which song this is.
Are those part of those Bad and Bougie type songs?
No,
because you listen to different music.
I mean, it's not part of that. There are old songs. Well, there's one old song, and I hope you're gonna get it.
Oh yeah.
Do you know your music?
I definitely know my music.
What's your music?
My music is
Jazz.
deep. You are absolutely correct.
I can see by the way. This
You know what?
motherfucker's dressed.
We listen to Jimmy Lulu. We listen to Jonas Ngwangwa. Those are the real G's. On Sundays, and if you're not driving, have whiskey and just listen to those guys. Chill with a good company
I
and
don't
have
even know those
intellectual
guys.
I
conversations.
can see by your jacket.
Yeah, thank you. I'll take this as a compliment. I also listen to Deep House. I think it is soothing.
Oh, well.
Deep house. The Amapiano, the Yanos.
The Yanos. Well, we have none of that here.
Yeah.
Okay, so the first song goes, Ngafa ngafelubala. Oh, ingabe yini.
Oh, ngiyazile umshini umtekhala.
Yes. Yes. What's the name of the song?
Ngafa ngafelubala.
Showcase.
You kind of gave it away though.
And it's my favorite song. However, when they play that event, they're like, Ngaf. And I'm like, what? Yes, it reminds me of high school
Minnie
so
had
much.
her hands above her head.
I love that song so much. Okay, so our second song goes, Say No More. I'm probably the youngest nigga in the VIP, nigga. I already know. Beep. I done had the summer courts it right in between my teeth, nigga. I already know. I finna get cardiac arrested the way I'm killing beats, nigga. I already know. I can Raphael, I can't read the whole song.
Yeah,
now.
because I'm just listening. I'm just okay. I'm gonna guess who's the youngest because I had the youngest nigga there. With Nasty C, isn't it?
This nigga is smart.
Thank you.
You are like.
We decipher Rashid.
Yes, I'm defeated.
I actually got to see Nasty perform for the first time in my hood. Actually, Makapeni. It was actually very, very good.
When was this?
This was, I think, about a month ago.
You only saw Nasty C for the first time.
Abanga.
Yeah.
Abanga.
Yeah, I mean, you guessed what music I listened to, man.
Yeah, well.
Yeah.
So why were you there?
I was there with friends. A friend of mine had extra tickets.
Yeah.
And they wanted me to entertain people in the VIP area. I wasn't a VIP, but yeah, jail.
Yeah.
So he was like, I think maybe you can sit there.
With the VIPs.
Wow.
And that's what you did.
I did that.
Well, I'm actually very proud of you for getting that song because even though I'm not even going to ask you the title of the song because I highly doubt.
No, I don't know. I know I don't know.
But I'm going to give it to you.
Yeah.
So, our third and last song. Oh my gosh. This used to be my favorite song back in the days. It's Hey Yo, I swear to tell the truth. the whole truth and nothing else but the truth. So help me God. For real, ain't no fake niggas around here. It's all real. We are in the stew 24/7, 365. You dig? It's madness around here. You dig? We all have got one.
Are you listening to the way you're reading it?
And then you dig? So the first verse is like, I was built to be sharp, right? I thought the road was straight up until I had to make a sharp right. I bags on the pot pipe, flash on the spotlight until I spazzed on the song right.
Those are good lyrics, but is that like a South African?
It's a South African song.
Okay, who can that be?
He used to beef with AKA, but now they like choms.
I don't even follow South African celebrity news.
That is like super sad. Most people actually say this. I don't understand why you guys don't follow South African music.
I follow South African music, not South African celebrity gossip. There's a difference.
Makes sense.
Called you out like your bullshit.
Makes sense. That's why I'm just like, oh my gosh, I surrender.
Okay. About Casper in your vest.
No, Casper in your vest and AKA Friends never. He's also colored.
Rick.
He's also colored.
Shane Eagle.
Bye. Dude, it's over for you. No, I'm not giving you this
2
one.
out of 3.
Huh? He got 2 out of 3. Shane.
Who is this?
It's Deleuze.
Fire.
Are you on fire? Look at me up in the spot, do my thing on my new step, eyes on me. Hey, that used to be my jam. That used to be my jam. So roundabout now, we are going to play the songs for you right here on Monday Mayhem with your girl Minnie 2C. And Raphael got 2 out of 3. Not too bad. And I was super impressed with the second one because, I mean, he guessed it just by listening to the lyrics. What does a smart person do? Listen. So here are our Guess the Song songs.
You're now tuned in to radiogr.co.za.
kwakumele ngithande mina ngedwa kwangamele ukuthi ningibhane nabantu abaningi ngoba nani niyazi kulo mhlaba nesifo kwakumele ngithande mina ngedwa angitshele sindisiwe wami wena ngoba ngihlala nawe endlini bangabi na ongibhane nabo
My teeth, nigga. I already know, bitch. I'm finna get cardiac arrested the way I'm killing beasts, nigga. I already know, bitch. I can turn the girl of my dreams to the girl in my sheets, nigga. I already know, bitch. I'm one of the very few niggas got an encore on radio. I already know, nigga. Oh shit, I'm the very first nigga got an encore on radio. I already know, nigga. Now what's a role model? I'm just rolling papers, nigga. I already know, nigga. Yeah, if the devil wear a Prada, I'm the motherfucking tailor, nigga. I already know, bitch. Turning down 5 or 6 favors every day, this shit is killing me. I already know, bitch. You see me with a bottle of Patron, but you asking what got into me. I already know, bitch. Yeah. Shout out to the underground dogs for fucking up the industry. I already know, bitch. Why you acting like you losing it? You ain't even lost your virginity. I already know, bitch. Yeah. Last night Pop said I'm getting out of line, man. I already know, nigga. You tryna put me on the margin, turn me to a linesman. I already know, nigga. I love that nigga to death, I ain't even gonna lie, man. But if I gotta disappoint just to prove a point, I'ma do this shit whether he dead or alive, man. I already know, bitch. Say no more. Say no more. I already know, nigga. Say no more. Say no more. I already know, you ain't gotta say no more. Say no more. I already know, nigga. Say no more. Say no more. I already know, bitch.
I'm probably the hottest nigga spittin', I ain't even gotta say no more.
I already know, bitch.
I'm still a motherfucking fool, getting brain from a brain no hoe.
I already know, bitch.
Nigga, go ahead, bust a motherfucking move if you wanna see your motherfucking tomb. Boom, you claim to be a thoroughbred, but they don't really show. They say Eric Rush, you the truth, I tell them I already know.
Bitch.
Shit, tell me something that I don't. OG, all those other niggas slow.
I already know, nigga.
Shit, been a beast since I hopped out of the post. Got a visa, then I moved up to the north.
I already know, nigga.
As for the moon, and be surprised how many times you'll probably get it.
I already know, nigga.
Boy, I ain't even got one chain on, still riding around and getting it.
I already know,
Check it,
bitch.
it's mine, I spend it. I'm kinda condescending, got my niggas wearing masks like the Comic-Con attendants. A nigga been a menace, got a problem, I'ma finish it. Get the fuck out my business.
I already know, bitch.
Yo, this shit is high definition. They told me stay off the devil's kitchen, but I didn't listen. They want us all rotting in prison. Free up to all my niggas locked in the system.
I already know,
Big
bitch.
Z, Big Z, Big Z. Better tell them niggas spitting, but we don't really feel
I
them.
already know, nigga.
You're never getting on my level. You too full of shit, my nigga. I can
I
smell
already
it.
know, nigga.
Yo, this shit is free world music, but it's never free when these boys do
I already
it.
know,
The whole
nigga.
squad in the building, and these hoes choosing. She trying to get in my video, but she won't use me.
Say no more. Say no more. I already know, nigga. Say no more. Say no more. I already know, you gotta say no more. Say no more. I already know, nigga. Say no more. Say no
I swear
more.
to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing else but the truth, so help me God.
We on
For
fire.
real. There ain't no fake for this round here. It's all real. We in the stew, 24/7, 365, you dig? It's madness round here, you dig? We all y'all got. One.
I was built to be sharp, right? I thought the road was straight until I had to make it sharp, right? I bags on the pop pipe, flash on the spark, right? Until I spazzed on the song, right? Yeah, these mommies won't cash in they phone life, so I ride them in my passenger zone, like this for my goonies. Nigga, I never move me. We all real, there ain't nothing here loony to me. This ain't a goofy movie. You buffoons confuse me. We directing y'all actors like George Clooney, so keep in tuned into the 1 and 2 and 2 the 3 and 4. There's much more hits to tune into. G, I got some killer kush. It's in my banky bag. That's why I'm sitting a push. Cash in the banky bag. It's madness around here. We bag this shit around here. We get cash real fast around here. Yeah.
F-I-R-E, we on fire. Look at me up in the spot doing my thing with my new step. Eyes on me. Look at me doing my thing with my boys. And now the spotlight's on me. You can hate if you want, or you can bump in the ride.
You dudes better shut up now or get shut. Cause we don't only get bucks, we get buck. You throwing your sets up, we get you set up. While we throwing our checks up, you getting checked up. Yuck, you laying there, we ain't playing here. Hater, I'm too cool to lose, I ain't playing fair. So watch what you're saying is, you might tell the wrong guy and he might start spraying there. Now you praying here, begging for life. I told you, I got thugs as my extra eyes. I got goons and platoons with some extra guys. Yeah, I need room for my extra size, so I exercise with manpower, that's real muscle. Got a real hustle player, so my deal's double. From the rands to the grands till the mills couple. I'll be still trouble, and they double now.
F-I-R-E, we on fire. Look at me up in the spot doing my thing with my new step. Eyes on me. Look at me doing my thing with my boys. And now the spotlight's on me. You can hate if you want, or you can bump in the ride.
We went from DAX cassettes to the VCRs to
getting played on them PVRs.
Now we paid and we made, you can see we stars.
You can hate, but we praise, but the streets these bras.
Love who we are, push to see cars. Yeah, we be far from the 2 week bars.
For real,
this is real talk, homie, like we pledged on it.
this is real talk, homie, we got bread on it.
F-I-R-E, we on fire. Look at me up in the spot doing my thing with my new step. Eyes on me. Look at me doing my thing with my boys. And now the spotlight's on me. You can hate if you want, or you can bump in the ride. Yeah, F-I-R-E. Look at me up in the spot doing my thing with my new step. Eyes on me.
What's up? This is Celestial Mike, the mic in the hands of God, and you're connected to Radio DR.co.
Yeah. It's that dope.
That was Deleuze featuring Bongani, Fasi, and Mugs. Am I
it's Mags.
pronounced Mags?
It's Mugs.
It's Mugs because it's an A.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mags on media.
Oh well, with fire. That used to be my favorite jam. Hey, this is the song that actually made hip hop a thing to a lot of people because it was just like such a vibe and it was so different.
Did
and
it
it was
make hip hop a thing to you?
in South Africa. Udelez actually has a huge influence in hip hop. I have to.
And in your heart, I see.
Huh?
And in your heart.
Not really. I'm not really a fan of Deleuze, but I say Kolapo. I say Kolapo. But we are going to have a chat right now with Raphael. I don't know. Are you becoming nervous now?
No, I don't know. I'm okay.
You're okay. So, it's actually very great to have you coming in the studio today because I just feel like there are a few young people that think like you do and actually are able to voice out their opinions and what they think and stuff. So, first things first, I want you to introduce yourself and tell the people what do you do.
Okay, I am Nkoskona Duma. Elis Ngisu Raphael.
Yes.
Isibongo sami siqhuba umthombeni ulwandle ngolanga lenkonjana. Bengisuzokikiza ntokazi. So I like to now refer to myself as a public communicator. Mm-hmm. And that is mainly because I have been just pushed into doing work that has to do with a lot of public communication.
Yes.
Now I'm going to break it down. So I cut my teeth off as a journalist while I was still at university. That was how I was sustaining myself, really. And it was quite a refreshing experience to have to do at that time because I was also doing, one of my majors was media. Mm-hmm. So it gave me on-the-ground experience, which I think not many people at that time were getting. And it just introduced me to a lot of great people, but it also pushed me because journalism is such a high-pressure job. You need to get the story, you need to get it fast, and you need to, even if you are a good writer or you are you're a good voicer in the context of radio, or I don't know. And it just gave me a lot of growth. And it also introduced me to a lot of networks that I would later use. But I later moved on and I joined the United Nations Population Fund in a program that they were doing in conjunction with Johnson & Johnson, the pharmaceutical company, the baby oil company. And they were doing a social behavior change communication program. Now, let me break it down. So basically, they wanted a program that was going to be youth-led, that was going to design a change, some sort of a change campaign, but that was practical, that would reach young girls that are between the ages of 15 and 24. And at that level, those girls' lives will be transformed. And they will be at a lesser risk of HIV and AIDS. Because I'm not sure if people know this, but adolescent girls and young women, especially if you're black, between the ages of 15 and 24, those ones account for over 70% of all new infections. And a whole bunch of issues that are related to that. Others is the blesser issue, others is just our culture, because our culture is dominant like that. It renders women to lose their virginity much faster, and they actually get to have unprotected sex because of the power dynamics at that level. So I applied for this position. It was advertised, I think, in 2017. And it was a very, very competitive environment because this was the first program of its kind. Here was two very powerful organizations, the United Nations Population Fund and Johnson & Johnson Global Public Health, and say to young people, don't even think in terms of a budget. Just think about what we are going to do. So eventually, after a 3-day interview process and having to compete for the job with 40 over 40 people. 6 of us were selected on that program, and we created a peer education program that would go on to reach over 200,000 young people in Gauteng and in KZN. But we also created a radio program that was aired at radio stations throughout, these tertiary institutions. And lastly, we had a social media program. That's what we're using in order to advance our thing. And the 3 things that we're really pushing here was employability. How do you, as a young woman, get to be in a space where you can be competitive enough, you can have the confidence that many guys get to develop at a young age? How can you position yourself better to get some of the opportunities that some of us got, getting to work at a job that you want quite early in your life, because a lot of people are struggling to get into their desired roles. Also, this issue of leadership. So, emakaya, in the rural areas, when people think of leadership, they think of this man, Yabozo Party Isakila, but we actually live in a democratic country, and it doesn't matter really. As long as you're of legal age, you too have a right. And I don't think a lot of women recognize that. In my personal space, in my professional space, where there are men and women, I've noticed that women take to fall back, and they allow the men to take control.
Yeah.
So that was what wanted to change, Minnie.
Okay, so now, what a bro.
Yeah, it is broad.
Hey. What attracted you to journalism? Because, journalism, it demands your attention, it demands your time, it demands like a whole lot. Sometimes even your safety is put at risk. So what attracted you to journalism? Because the journalism that you're doing is more on field rather than the journalism where people actually just read the news on air or something like that. Maybe you branching into it, but the first journalism that you were exposed to was on field. So what attracted you to journalism? What intrigued you there?
So for me, okay, the first one, I'll just be honest, journalism chose me at that time. I was just recognized by another person who said, look, you look like you have a good view on particular issues. Would you want to take up this opportunity? This unpaid internship for 3 months. And I did take it up. And what I would do in those 3 months, I would position myself, because I'm also quite a competitive person, guys. If I do something and I commit to it, I want to... Okay, so if I get something, like if I commit to something, I don't want to be wasting my time. So at that instant, when that chose me, I worked so hard, because I realized how this field can be good for you as a person in getting the right networks. But also, it's such an important field in society, because I also have the commitment to our society. We get to tell stories that are affecting people's lives. And we know how powerful this medium is. It earns you respect, it opens doors for you, and it also helps you speak about those issues that's affecting real life people.
Yeah.
And when you do that, there's change that's happening in society because of the work that you do. So it's quite important. Right now, I got back into it. Sorry, Minnie. I went to the Johnson & Johnson thing. But right now, I got back into it because I just enjoy it now. I really think I enjoy it.
What journalism that is?
The field journalism, Minnie. It's this whole thing of saying this particular issue is affecting this particular community, the drive. I'm now using a radio platform, so it's quite new.
Yeah.
For now, it is still very exciting for me. But it is this idea of saying we are going to take your story and we're going to share it with other people out there. It gives us this adrenaline, because we know that some change will take place. But it's also a very difficult job, very challenging. Yeah.
What are you trying to achieve with putting out your opinions? Because not only are journalists are some type of storytellers.
Yes.
Like, what are you trying to achieve? Where are you headed with you being able to tell a story? Like, how are you? Because I feel like with your type of work, you're trying to change people's mindsets and how people think.
Yes.
But beyond that, what else are you trying to do with journalism?
I think you're absolutely correct, Minnie. So if you look at some of the stories that I do, are stories that have a social interest. And that is because, the theme today was so perfect. Thank you very much for inviting me here today.
Oh, it's only a pleasure.
if anyone knows South Africa, knows that South Africa is a very abnormal country. It is not like any other country in the world. We come from a history that is unique. When people talk about this white privilege, you can't go to Nigeria and talk about it because, I mean, they don't have the same issues that we do. So journalism will protect this hard-won democracy. If we don't expose some of the things that are happening, if we don't say that actually live in a constitutional democracy where everyone, regardless of their age, gender, sex, or sexual orientation, I don't know what category, those people are equally guaranteed their equal rights. And if we don't do that, I mean, that's the main thing. It is saying that we are safeguarding our democracy. And journalism works on the very, very important principle of democracy, that is freedom of speech. If ever we lose the ability to share our opinions, to share our thoughts with the public, then we'd have lost us. Then we would be going to a dictatorship. So when we practice journalism, we are 100% cognizant of the fact that we are actually strengthening our democracy, which is why it is very important for us to practice fair, truthful, and objective journalism, which is why it is fair, it is appropriate for us to do journalism that is necessary and to share stories that will make a difference in society.
How do you stay true to being fair, unbiased, proper journalist who doesn't take cash from the side and doesn't have anonymous sources and all of that? How do you stay? Because I feel the state of journalism in the country is at a shit level. Like, and above that, how you think can you bring up the industry of journalism? Is there hope for the industry?
Yes. So let me first start with the first question. So how do you stay fair and truthful and objective?
Yeah.
Look. So when you enter the field, fortunately, there's an ombudsman. So it is also a field with its own check and balances. So, I mean, when you do something wrong, you are going to be held accountable.
Who's the ombudsman?
So, yeah, so if anyone thinks that the press ombudsman, actually.
Those motherfuckers.
Well.
Those selective motherfuckers. I'm being objective here. Sorry.
You're being objective.
I'm just saying.
You sound like an angry black person. It goes back to what we were saying. We let anger take the best of us.
But I think journalists are somehow forced to stay truthful and objective simply by the platforms that they work for. So fortunately now for this democracy, and that's why I love it, we are young journalists who are working in a very interactive world. So when we write a story, and social media is a very big part of journalism today, people are going to be calling out on us very fast. They are going to be saying, but if Minnie, I'm saying, oh, Minnie did 1, 2, and 3, and I don't get to hear the other side of the other person, people are going to hold me accountable, and I would lose credibility.
Yeah.
So it is very important for sustaining a career as a journalist for you to be objective and to be fair in your work. The question in regards to, is there hope for the field? I know a lot of people say that people are no longer buying newspapers, and that's true.
No, but we read online.
Yeah, exactly. I do think there is hope for journalism. That is because people will always be able to distinguish between facts and opinion. When some of these discussions, if you look at the debates that are taking place online, you know how people send links? Do they send a link of a blog? Or do they send link of a news post?
You're preaching to the choir when it comes to digital. I read the Sunday Times on my tablet.
Exactly. So that's a platform. I think what is difficult is that a lot of people, newsrooms are definitely becoming smaller. It's becoming difficult for some journalists to do it, and it's becoming a less, say, profitable job to do.
Yeah.
Which is why you really have to be passionate about it. I do think there's hope. I don't think that the field would die. I think there's so much innovation that is taking place. And if I was to talk about mine, I'm not going to mention the name because Minnie, I don't want to. I will respect your platform.
Thank you.
No, name those motherfuckers.
Okay, so if you look at Eyewitness News, right?
Yeah.
If you look at some of those, if you go on our YouTube page, you look at some of the short documentaries that we do. I think that is exciting. I think what the people listening to this should do is that because they know. And this is depending, by the way, good journalism depends on this. Go out there and lobby for lower data charges. More and more people are then going to have access to some of this brilliant journalism that is taking place.
And we need to lobby to the right people. Stop lobby to ICASA, motherfuckers. They're the people with the laws. ICASA and Parliament.
Yeah.
Don't go lobbying to MTN. They ain't going to do nothing. They want to carry on eating profits. Go cry to the right people. Go be angry with the right people.
Exactly. I just want to say one thing though about this journalism thing, and then I think what people need to understand, the way I think about it. So before the radio platform existed, people had only paper, right? And so they could write newspapers. I think the fear of newspapers becoming redundant started even way back then. But people started using their voices to tell stories. And then there was television, and people started using images and videos to tell stories. And then there was digital. People started using, tablets and information that was digital to share stories. And now there are different ways. But journalism is not the words that are written. Journalism, I believe, is your way of telling a fair and objective story that is news. So that is, whether you write the story, whether you narrate the story by voice, whether you show it by video, that is still journalism. So there is hope because whatever new platforms that arise, there's always going to be someone creating content that works for those people.
Like Radio DR does here, does it?
Exactly.
But now, don't you think your job is taken away with social media because news travels very fast? And my news, I think I get on Twitter mostly. And it's not from journalists, but from the people that I just follow and they follow me, So don't you think now a journalist's job is taken away because everyone can become a journalist now because with social media and stuff?
Yes, that is true, and I think it is absolutely good because everyone should be a journalist.
Barriers of entry.
Yeah.
But now, how are you getting paid if everyone can become a journalist?
There's new methods, like blockchain, which is the technology behind Bitcoin, has definitely got some ideas of how to pay journalists in the future, like micro payments. So you'll pay somebody 0.0001 rand because we'll have a digital rand every time you read an article, but it generates over time. It's the same as music. A stream is worth 0.01 something cents, but if you got a million people listen to your song, it's relevant money. And it's Spotify, Apple Music, all of that stuff. It's different checks. So
yeah, and I think those platforms are quite good for people who build up those platforms. But I think that media houses are going to exist in some way or the other, and they will have to evolve.
Media houses are literally going to move to people's houses.
Yeah.
That's what's happening.
Yeah, but I think what's it? Oh, Minnie is looking at
move to people's houses.
Yes.
I don't know. I think I would love to just
where is Radio DR house
by that.
Okay, well, that makes sense.
We're a media house.
Yeah, but I think we're in an early stage of what is called the digital age.
Very, very
I don't
early.
think it's early.
It's still early.
I think for the masses, it's early, but we're about to reinvent the internet.
Yeah, but it is quite. How old is the internet really? Less than 30 years.
1980s, 1970s.
Yeah, but made available to the public in general. But I think with every industry, it's just going to be harder to get a job. So you have to then distinguish yourself, because I think media houses are changing as well. Also, as a media practitioner, can you be able to use whatever medium that you have? Use your phone, because I think that's the most powerful thing you have right now. Can you be able to edit quickly, to create video content? If you can create video content today that is short, because people are inundated with a lot of videos that they have to watch. So if you can create short videos, like 25 seconds, and tell people the entire story, I think that's powerful.
That is super powerful.
And I don't think that many people have perfected that art. I wouldn't say I've perfected that art. So it's a challenge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
because of time, I'm going to go straight into your article that you wrote, Unlearn Your Inferiority Complex Zuma. That was a thing. That is an article written by Raphael Nkoskona Duma. And it speaks of a very interesting topic of how we Black people look at ourselves down, while we look at each other down. We don't appreciate each other's work. And you do say in the article, Wuti, this was inspired by when you went to PMB.
Yeah.
We was it a hearing?
It was former President Jacob Zuma's last court appearance on the corruption charges that he faces.
Yes. Speak more about that, please.
So, by the way, the article doesn't speak about Zuma's trial. I mean, I don't even offer an opinion about that. But what I speak about, Zuma said something very disturbing on that day. He said he no longer has white lawyers. He let them go, and he now only has Black lawyers. And the reason for this is because he says that he is going through financial difficulties. That's what he says.
Yes. You just need to clarify.
Yeah,
that's what he says.
Yeah. So and so because of that reason, he is hiring Black people. And he said to the crowds there, who, by the way, were so happy to hear him say that, he said, because Black people understand sometimes when there's no money. He said in Zulu, abantu bayazi nje bayaqonda mengekho imali.
Yeah.
And for me, that was disturbing, Minnie, because
it is very disturbing, like how you unpacked it.
Yeah.
Like maybe if people could go read that article and actually see, maybe they'd understand. Because right now, I know people are just like, what? My God, what are you saying? Like, he's just speaking the honest truth. But when it's unpacked, you actually understand where is it stemming from.
Yeah.
And, you know, it really hits deep inside, because you're like, really, we're taken advantage of. But let me not take your platform. Go ahead and explain, please.
No, Minnie, I mean, it's in line with the theme that you had for today, white privilege. Minnie, if you have a white person and you are afraid of negotiating a discount with them, what gives you the right to assume that just because the other person is Black, you have the right to negotiate a discount with them?
I agree to it.
And for me, it sounded
that's
like
why we're not going to move forward in life.
And for me, it sounded like that. So this president tells us that he's going to be hiring white lawyers. And let me make it even clear. Black African lawyers, because there's a difference in South Africa. We're in Durban.
Yeah.
So we can't even pretend. So he's going to be hiring Indian and whites and colored lawyers who are going to be representatives of him when he has the money of the state to pay for those lawyers, millions. And now when you don't have millions, you now suddenly think that Black people are good enough? What does it mean for all those Black lawyers who worked so hard to have their name? What does it mean about all those judges? Guys, the most senior judges in this country today are Black. And those people started out as lawyers. What does it say about them? What does it say about accountants? Are we going to say that when I've got millions to count... KPMG. But
with the shitty audits.
But when I'm struggling with my tax things and I don't have imali, I'm gonna be like, hey, brah, we accountant to qualify it. What's gonna happen here? I think we have to stop this.
Belittling ourselves.
And the whole thing was to use what Zuma had spoken about to actually discuss a bigger issue among Black people. Because it doesn't start at that level, Minnie. It starts really, and I know this has been said a lot of time, if we go to town and we think a Apola that is costing R2 is too expensive, but we are at ShopRite, Woolworths, and you're buying into Ebizayo, water, and don't even question it. I mean, it's fun for you. So I think it starts at that level, and that is where we need to stop it.
Yeah. Totally get it.
Education is needed.
It really is. Like, I was really, really intrigued by your article, and I just feel like it changed a whole lot. Like, I feel like, are you working for this company that you posted this article on?
Yes, I am.
Okay, so we are going to share that post we're going to share the link rather of the article, so you can go ahead and have a read and understand what Unko's Corner is talking about, which is, I think, is really, really interesting. And
thank you for that, Minnie.
You're going to get a sense of what white privilege is, because now we even black people give the white people the privilege of being white.
Those of us who grew up in the townships, by the way, know exactly what the psychology of this does. We grew up being told izinto zabelungu, whatever innovation. But if you go back in history, you look at the fact that mathematics was really invented in Africa. A lot of black people don't understand. And I think it goes back to that because there's a lot of, if we had more time, and I don't want to start this discussion because I really think we have to dedicate it, but I don't want to be irresponsible. But there's a lot of black people who think that because black people were not the ones who built the ships to dominate and kill and colonize really and kill and rape, just like what happened, because that's history.
Yeah.
We were intellectually inferior. Because we're intellectually inferior, we didn't create the boats. But one day, I would like all black people to understand the real science, the real nature behind all of that. But what I can say today is it had nothing to do with the intellectual superiority that many people in society think that white people have, and the intellectual inferiority that a lot of black people have. And if we really read, that's why it's so important for us to engage. So maybe, Minnie, we should act up on your challenge to say, let's use June 16 to actually unpack this. Let us actually make black people understand. Let them first understand that's why ships came here, because that is how, like, if you really look deep into it, izinto zabelungu, izafika nemkhumbi. All of that leads to black people thinking.
Yeah. Well, this is the last question because of time. We are pressed. There's a video that was posted not so long ago. I think it was early June, if not late May. I mean, we are in early June, like late May, of a white man at Virgin Active in the gym, and he was doing very weird things, looking at a lady.
Yeah.
And now
he was wanking. He was wanking. He's a wanker.
Oh, Minnie tried to be classy about it.
So now, I recently read that Virgin Active dropped the charges, and also when they were reporting this story, they hid his face.
Yes.
And they haven't mentioned his name, but had it been a black person, it would be like a total, a total different story.
You know why?
Why?
Because that guy's dad met the guy who owned Sunday Times dad at a bride.
But it's not only Sunday Times, but like.
Pilla, you must understand, all these newspapers are probably owned by 3 people. 3 white people, Afrikaners.
But like I want to.
I don't think it's owned by 3 people, but it is true that media is monopolized. The people actually own media.
Yeah, bangan, and they all know each other because they all set the prices for stuff.
Wow.
Yeah, I just want to know your take on that. Like, how are you as a journalist going to, if you were working for the companies that CeeLo is saying, what would you do as a journalist? Would you go? Because now, as a journalist, you have the obligation to be reporting. What is it? Fair.
Yeah.
You know, all those things, you know, the jargon of journalism. And you're working for those people. Your job is at risk. What do you do?
First and foremost, I mean, exposing people, there's a lot of factors that have to be considered. But I don't think that it just race is just that factor. Because if we're going to be making it about race, then what about all this corruption that is taking place? Are we then going to say that because most of the people who end up getting charged for corruption are black people?
Because white people got money.
Yeah, but then we are in a country that has majority of black people. So by virtue, black people are going to be the majority in those kinds of spaces. But that incident, I do think that people also have to worry about the legal repercussions of that.
Yeah.
And the entire field as well has to be guarded by that. If for people who are, it's for example, we can't just write about a child, someone who's under the age of 16 without their parents' consent. We can never publish those pictures. In fact, even interviewing those children without consent is wrong. So when you have to write an article and you have to talk about things like sexual assaults, because that guy was charged for sexual assaults, I think. You can never name someone who's accused of anything until they've appeared before a court of law and the charges are officially pronounced. I can never say Minnie Lamini is strong. Whether it's a black person or whether it's people have to appear before a court of law.
Yeah, so you don't think it was a race thing?
So no, I just think that's that particular thing. I think some of those factors might have been considered. Let me make an example. So remember that Babe Sodumo was recently accused of assault, right? Did you ever hear of the lady that she assaulted?
No.
It's those kinds of things. But the name was there. She also had the name. Let's go back to the Zuma rape trial. Did you ever see the face of that lady that ever accused Zuma?
Was it not Kwezi?
Yeah, but that's not
was a pseudonym.
Yeah. So I mean,
she was what?
It was a fake name.
Oh, okay. But she died.
Yeah.
And then they revealed her
real name. Was Kwezi a real name or a fake name?
No, it was not her real name.
No,
her name, I think, was...
no, she had I'm just checking.
Yeah,
Kwezi was the fake name, ne?
Yeah, it was a pseudonym, yeah. Yeah, so I do think that those things are considered. But the thing is, we can't take this topic of white privilege and turn it all and push it to journalists. Remember, journalists are just conveying what is already happening in society. And I think the question of white privilege or black inferiority complex, which I speak about in that article you mentioned, is a societal issue. How society thinks of white rapists compared to black rapists is a far bigger issue in society. It affects politics, it affects economy. More than it is the responsibility of journalists. And I think people need to look at that as well.
Alrighty then. Raphael, where can people follow you? Where can they get you?
I've recently joined Instagram.
Wow, Raphael. Welcome to 2019. We've been waiting for you.
So you can follow me on that one at Nko Raphael. That is NKORAPHAEL. Yeah. And that's also my handle on Twitter. It is NKORAPHAEL.
Where can we see your work and read all these things that you do?
Okay, I'm just going to say, just Google the name Goskona Duma.
Hey now, Google me, baby.
The articles will probably come. Because, guys, I've written for a number of platforms. Yeah. So, just you'll see some of the things there. Those have been published online.
We see you. Thank you so much for joining us. It was a pleasure having you here. And hopefully we'll have you soon. When we have some things to talk about as well, especially about these things. So we're looking forward for you to come back here and speak to us. And we wish you nothing but the best in your career.
I just want to say something to you, Minnie. You're doing an amazing job. And I know there's so much that is out there for you. This entire platform is beautiful. Thank you so much for inviting me here. And thank you so much for making me feel home. You too, sir. Thank you very much.
Thank you for coming.
I was actually about to say, shout out to CeeLo actually
shout
for
out
deeply
to
rooted
CeeLo
because
as
he's
well.
giving us this platform.
You guys are a great team, so thank you very much. This platform is good.
Thank you so much. You're encouraging us to do greater things. But anyway, let's carry on with the music. You still tuned into www.radiodr.co.za, and this is Monday Mayhem. What's up, everybody? It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are tuned into radiodr.co.za.
Baba lungi mangi tu, mafiga tina shunga du, satanga nisa nechangu, macheleka sa sobuya. Baba lungi mangi tu, mafiga tina shunga du, tanga nisa nechangu, macheleka sa sobuya. One day so lunga, sinto kista tani shuba, kati jini kala skuda, kalukolong sa sobuya.
Akhosakithi angikhulisile ngekhatha bese qimlilo empophomweni ngiqinjisiwe ngeno yabalunga bheke emuva inhlanga zami sinqinisile usiko lobaba baliphikisile awubamba kwentulo kangididiseki awusulo nenkani kophela bona emkhathini izulu lelo. These are my people, lasiphuma khona. I'm in a space where I'm feeling good. Angithi lo mkhathi lasibuka khona. Nyamazane baphi kodade bukekisana. Awunever ngayishintsha le ndlela zami. Awuthayima la ngikhiphela usiko lami. Ubaba bangiphendlela indlela zami. Bonga amantunga kokhokho bami.
Baba lungi mangitu, mafika tena shungadu, satlanganisa nechaku, macheleka sasobuya. Baba lungi mangitu, mafika tena shungadu, tanganisa nechaku, macheleka sasobuya. One day so lunga, tututita tanu shuba, katijini tala skuda, kalukolong sasobuya.
Ungizwa ngenja, angizange uzodlala, fana uzosala mina ngenja. Basazobhala bu, basazokhala yo. Thuma mina ba, ngithi vithi ndugula. Vele ngabe uNkulunkulu wami, ngeke ngive ngingaphumelanga. Phumelanga iyangistressa, 24 hours ixesha. Iningi lento ine pressure. Vukuza, vukuphila, ngeke uzungibone ngiphumule. Funga ungajiki usukhulumeni, mina ngindoda eneqiniso. Nawe owakho umuphikisi.
Baba lungi mangitu, mafika tena shungadu, satlanganisa nechaku, macheleka sasobuya. Baba lungi mangitu, mafika tena shungadu, tanganisa nechaku, macheleka sasobuya. One day so lunga, tututita tanu shuba, katijini tala skuda, kalukolong sasobuya.
This is really bomb, this is really close. Yebo tongo lam, wakuluma nam, kanutagani nesbilio. Weko bongo lam, gizophula ngani we, mako, sumu, taubo. Ngako, twibu, talbona. Belungu, busa, bona. Hela giti, fusa, lona. Hey, hey, hem, tamaku, wenden, waigunje, tina senden. Tatimbepu yenti emblem. Hang on, hembias, hang on. Hingaba zipta sulungame, tumisi sulunge zangageba.
You say I never make time to call ya when I'm in your city. You say I never make time to chill with you when I'm in your city. Girl, you know that I am with it. I wanna come through and kick it, yeah. But you know that I am busy. Yeah, you know that I get busy, yeah. But that's not an excuse, an excuse, an excuse. That's not an excuse, an excuse, an excuse. Tonight I'm coming through. Tonight I'm coming through. That's not an excuse, an excuse, an excuse. That's not an excuse, an excuse, an excuse. Tonight I'm coming through. Tonight I'm coming through. Trying to make money. I'm trying to make time, yeah. I swear this shit ain't funny. Got me losing my mind, yeah. Cause I'm always on the grind, and I'm always on your mind. And you call me all the time, always trying to pick a fight. Saying I got time for other bitches, but ain't got time for ya. Girl, I'm trying to take this thing across the border. Ain't no time to chill until I see us doing great. Always on the road or in the studio. You say I never make time to call ya when I'm in your city. You say I never make time to chill with you when I'm in your city. Numbers on it, it ain't true. Girl, you know that I am with it. I wanna come through and kick it, yeah. But you know that I am busy. Yeah, you know that I get busy, yeah. But that's not an excuse, an excuse, an excuse. That's not an excuse, an excuse, an excuse. Tonight I'm coming through. Tonight I'm coming through. That's not an excuse, an excuse, an excuse. That's not an excuse, an excuse, an excuse. Tonight I'm coming through. Tonight I'm coming through. Things ain't same as before. Man, now we on for sure. If you put your faith in the boy, you won't have to worry no more. Cause Susanna, believe me, wanna come through and kick it. I wish it was that easy. I wish I wasn't so busy.
yeah. I'm just trying to grow for us. Swear to God I'm not messing around, yeah. Here I'm up and down, but I keep it real, so true for you. Excuse and excuse and excuse, it's not an excuse and excuse and excuse. Tonight I'm coming through. Tonight I'm coming through. It's not an excuse and excuse and excuse. It's not an excuse and excuse and excuse. Tonight I'm coming through. Tonight I'm coming through. It's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Tonight I'm coming through. Tonight I'm coming through, girl. That's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. Tonight I'm coming through. Tonight I'm coming through.
Audio Mark, please turn it up.
Came from the mud, yeah. They know what's up, yeah. Still in the club, yeah. Fucking it up, yeah. Took her to Hollywood, it was bitches and drugs, yeah. Chopstick the drunk, sting like a bug, yeah. Sarah and Sandy, suck on my candy. She took a Zandy, now she thinks she a baddie. Came with the action, showed you the magic. Drip with the passion, bitch, I dare you to catch it. Gang in this bitch, gang in this bitch, gang in this bitch, gang in this bitch. Drip too aggressive, just fucking angry and shit. Classes in session, cause you a amateur bitch. Amateur bitch, pass me the fish. Give me that pussy was smelly, I ran from the bitch. I jumped in the room, did the damage, you bitch. I gave it the rules, I had to balance the bitch. Asses and tits, show me asses and tits. Is you fucking, is you sucking, give me answers, little bitch. Do my big drip step, swagger dance in this bitch. So much brown, Louis Gucci, I look like sand in this bitch. Give me some time, I'll show you a miracle. All I had was 2 runs, and I made $1 million. Telling no lies, beef is ridiculous. Rappers just wanna bride, and I want $1 billion. I came from the mud, yeah. They know what's up, yeah. Still in the club, yeah. Fucking it up, yeah. Took her to Hollywood, it was bitches and drugs, yeah. Chopstick the drunk, sting like a bug, yeah. Sarah and Sandy, suck on my candy. She took a Zandy, now she thinks she a baddie. Came with the action, showed you the magic. Drip with the passion, bitch, I dare you to catch it. Gang in this bitch, gang in this bitch, gang in this bitch, gang in this bitch.
Gang, just take the D, cause you ain't taking no pic. Run with the drip, I Rainbow Nation my wrist. Work you little bitch, show me something little bitch. Make this boner disappear, show me magic little bitch. Blue pill got me right. Tell a bitch to try, kill my vibe. Stand close, jury gon' bite. Being a pussy nigga, don't know what it's like. Ass and titties, that is what I like, yeah. Psychedelics, that is what I like, yeah.
Came from the mud, yeah. They know what's up, yeah. Still in the club, yeah. Fucking it up, yeah. Took her to Hollywood, it was bitches and drugs, yeah. Chopstick the drunk, sting like a bug, yeah. Sarah and Sandy, suck on my candy. She took a Zandy, now she thinks she a baddie. Came with the action, showed you the magic. Drip with the passion, bitch, I dare you to catch it. Gang in this bitch, gang in this bitch, gang in this bitch, gang in this bitch. Drip too aggressive, just fucking angry and shit. Classes in session, cause you an amateur bitch.
You're now tuned in to radiovr.co.za.
Matata Africa. luphelile uphele amathothine zimpipisi yakhathaza uphele lebuhlungu madoda lendaba yase-Afrika uphele iyo siyelele mama uphele iyo siyelele mama uphele iyo siyelele mama uphele iyo siyelele mama.
That was Siyelele Mama by Sarafina. That is a song from Sarafina. And yeah, man. And we had a whole lot of songs before that. We will be uploading those songs on our Twitter, which is Monday Mayhem _ and for you to have a playlist for the weekend. And what a great interview with Raphael. So informative. I mean, amazing. It's always nice to hear from young people. What are they thinking?
It's his jacket.
Pardon?
It's his jacket. Makes him so smart.
Wow, I can't deal. But it's very nice to hear from young people, and actually young people that speak sense. Like, for me, that is like powerful. It's super powerful. And I just feel like we should have more of that. Sometimes ungezwa nokuthi that's the problem. Usilabamazi nje. How? But we are going to head over to our triple threat, and our triple threat today is a young lady by the name of Yashna. So Yashna started recording her own music in 2016 with one of the city's most prominent developers of talents, sound engineer, producer, and DJ Uwandile Tibagengidi. Yashna also was working on her project Phases of My Broken Heart EP, which was released in August 2018, displaying the different layers to Yashna's sound by providing listeners with a variety of genres in her project, a true reflection of her as an artist, not being confined to any particular sound, from R&B, soul, alternative, pop to hip-hop and trap. If Yashna believes and vibes with the beats, she will not hesitate to lay her vocals on them. The project features likes of Durban's finest and upcoming artists and producers such as Neon Dow, Chris Snakes, Audio Sims, and JB, just to name a few. Yashna's commitment to her city and fellow Durban artists was evident when she featured on the Loft Tape, an album that features 23 of Durban's freshest up-and-coming artists. Dreams Don't Die is the single that she can be found on alongside Celestial Mike, P-Dog, and Neon Dow. In February 2019, Yashna linked up with Durban re-owned producer and rapper by the name of Neon Dow to form a collaborative of a 6-track project titled Chemistry. She is currently working on her second solo project that's set to release at the end of June 2019. We look forward to that. And Yashna is super excited about her feature and grateful for the impactful souls that she has met along the way. So our triple threat today goes to Yashna, and I will play you 3 of her songs, which are She's Golden, You and I featuring Ivy and Neptune, and ETF.
What's up, everybody? It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are tuned into radiodr.co.za.
Butterflies, heart on fire, eye to eye, feeling hypnotized. I'm alive, real
shawty Grace Jones. Looking like snacks on the table. Keep it on the hush, shawty stay low. Bust down waist with the facial. This ain't no regular sport. Playing for keeps me ahead of them boys. Starting to think I was better before we pull up with that heat and we dead all the noise. Goddamn, oh goddamn. Flow too high, praying hope I land. Roll with the gang and I roll with the plan. Keep on roll, got the O's in the bag. Score my free throws like I'm Kobe or Madge. Came out the streets, but got so much panache. Feeling myself, now we toasting the glass. Laugh in your face, you try holding me back. I am the one. I do it so well. Do it whenever. It's 7 degrees. Trying to be cozy somewhere by the beach. Code never slipping, we don't let them preach. I'm with my niggas, we all gotta eat. Pray for a blessing and go and receive.
You and I, we don't need no introduction. Get the bag, spend that cash. You know how we do it. We shut the night down. We bring the sun out. Sleep when I'm dead, son. You know what I'm about. Know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. Summer breeze in the air. Roll it up, it don't care. So hard every day. Yeah, we do it our way.
Miss calls, cream Parmesan with a pinch floss. Keep a bouquet for the lift off. Rifles, all getting tipped off. Semi-sweet wine and she drip sauce. And I keep the rock in my G-stars. Wrist game, reason by the G-shot. Overheard Dave, now she eavesdrop. Oh, tell me some. Who gon' bring the baddies to the ambiance? Who the TKCs in the area? Combo bin bombs in Syria. Made it major league with a miniature. She don't fuck with y'all and we similar. Keep the long talk to a minimum. Titties compact, ass premium.
You came and came again.
Drugs to ease the pain.
Keep me entertained.
Keep the change. Thoughts got rearranged.
Not the same.
Who's to blame? Who got the juice you claim? The juice you used to claim. The hoes you saved. The what's the names? Drugs like Flavor Flav cause major pain.
Music for our mind, music for our souls. Yeah, we do this all the time. No, we won't let go. Hustle hard, get that guap till it overflows. Yeah, we do this all the time. You already know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. Say you know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. I say you know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. You and I, we don't need no introduction. Get the bag, spend that cash. You know how we do it. We shut the night down. We bring the sun out. Sleep when I'm dead, son. You know what I'm about. Know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. You know what I'm about. Summer breeze in the air. Roll it up, it don't care. So hard every day. Yeah, we do it our way.
What's up, everybody? It is your girl Minnie 2C, and you are tuned into radiodr.co.za.
Alamai, shawty, tell me how you really been. You know I really love it when you vibing with me. Let's connect and reunite and make up for the time. You know I do you right. I put that on my life.
You know I'll come through for tonight. If you wanna, we can do what you like. Can I confess what you do to me for? Won't you just let me do you right?
You know, you gotta just let go. I'm losing all control. There's fire in my soul.
Forget the pain, I'ma heal your heart. It's not the end, boy, it's just the start.
I've been thinking about you all day. I know it's been a minute, are you okay? I would like to see you in a moment. This all chance, not a song. Can you come through? Can you come through? Can you come through? Can you come through?
You're my baby boy, with you is where I wanna be. You control my body while thoughts you all over me. I know just how you like it. You know that I can handle. We'll turn out all the candles, put that work in like I can't quit.
Moods all set, and I'm waiting for you. Girl, I'm DTF, and I'm ready for you. Tell me what you need, I got it. Should it come through and ride it? We can keep this private. I won't tell nobody. You know. You gotta just let go. I'm losing all control. like to see you in the moment. This our chance, now it's on it. Can you come through? Can you come through? Can you come through? Can you come through?
When you call me, I'll be on my way. When you call me, I'll be on my way. When you call me, I'll be on my way. When you call me, I'll be on my way.
I'll be thinking about you all day. Don't spend a minute, are you okay? I would like to see you in the moment. This our chance, now it's on it. Can you come through? Can you come through? Can you come through? Can you come through?
Sifuna ukujava kuphela boy wabula gachi siyabangena yes sashisa isigubhu yafika intwana ngisazoshintsha izinto bebe bangibhekile balele isikhathi sami lesuyazi ngiyabavusa bayazivalela dedela abanye vula isekele singene siphile ngithi ngihamba naye kodwa bona babili iswag yami imfaneshise kusini nemini hold up uzogcwala ngebhari kuzofezeka amaphupho lokho sikhandele mali Dubai I'm on it I'm feeling like the man in the moment ngiphethe lezi shiki zazivitha timono ngiyabona ukuthi thina vele siphila lempilo kushaya straight kuze phele nebindi I need a horn for this. Ndala looking in the little but to rock. The way you get down, love the way you show the pants. Girl, you rock like this, and I know you know it. And you drop down, love the way you show the pants. But the shit is so hard, and I know you know it. Girl, I know you know it. Left, right, I shake it, show when I'm done on my side. I get to show na passe, show na passe, show na passe. And I know you know. Left, right, I shake it, show when I'm done on my side. I get to show na passe, show na passe, show na passe. Ulisikokelo spenuze bonke abangekho basibuze skip happy namaphoyisa azasikhuze ngibambile unomusa eduze shaya i-10 up kuze efelo bapha abantwana bonke bagcwele ngamenza ama-art angidendembeza vele bonke siyabathatha witness the funk wanginika from the start ooh what God every day put makeup on your face you be like yeah rockstar. Right, I shake it, show when I'm done on my side. I get to show na passe, show na passe, show na passe. And I know you know. Left, right, I shake it, show when I'm done on my side. I get to show na passe, show na passe, show na passe.
She looking at the car I'm in. She looking like she wanna get in. She looking at the tags on my wrist. She looking like she tryna get in. Looking at wobbly backstage and she looking like he's taking. But they looking like some fly ass friends and we looking like we riding with them.
Sure.
Left, right, I shake it, show when I'm done on my side. I get to show na passe, show na passe, show na passe.
And I know you know.
Left, right, I shake it, show when I'm done on my side. I get to show na passe, show na passe, show na passe. When I'm done on my side, I get to show na passe, show na passe, show na passe.
Show na passe, show na passe, show na passe. Show na passe, show na passe, show na passe. Show na passe, show na passe, show na passe.
That was Ishona Party by Wobbly. Hey, we're saying
Shona Party.
was something. That video that was leaked, what was going on? Because I know you're a part of that whole thing.
I was not a part of that whole thing. I directed that video though.
That's why I'm saying you were a part of the whole thing.
I directed that video wearing a DA t-shirt and people wouldn't listen to me.
What was happening? What was the vision behind that video? Because wow.
There was no vision. I think the budget of the...
We could tell. We could tell.
The budget of the video was 200 Rand.
What?
And I bought my coats with it so everybody could chill out.
My gosh.
That's what happened with that video.
Do you have an idea of who leaked it?
I don't. I have no idea. Damn that person. It wasn't supposed to get out.
Are you not scared now? It messed up with your career a bit?
That's like one of my highest viewed videos in life. That's got like 70,000
like
views.
That. Yes, sis. No, but the song was really nice. I feel like Yabo Wobbly, that song he did the most. You guys should have worked on a greater video than that video.
No, did you see the beginning of the video? You saw what I wrote?
No.
How to make a video with no budget.
You're just excusing the video. Guys, I'm sorry. This
That's my
video
best
is
work
crap.
according to views.
According to views, but like Aibo, it's not nice in our eyes.
You guys are hating.
It's not nice in our eyes.
It was
Shame.
my artistic integrity.
But I mean, you were still new in the industry, were you?
Nah, I'd made doper videos.
Yes, sis. And then you do that.
Yeah.
You do that.
That's why I hate the person that leaked it.
It was probably one of the people you know.
I know.
It's something to laugh about now, but okay, we ain't judging. But that was a great song. Shout out to DJ Wobbly doing things.
That's a great video. T-Bag goes up about
today. I call great video. That was Shona Party by DJ Wobbly. And before that, I played you Yashna's Triple Threat. And we are going over to celebrity news now. So, Sila's going to be happy about this one. So our queen bee, our own South African queen bee, guess what she's trying to do now?
She's trying to rule the world.
Oh, no. Well, yes. But guess what she's trying to do, Jay? Be specific. Ruling the world you can do in so many ways.
She's building a school.
Yes! Did you guess that or did you see it on Twitter?
I don't know, but my brain said...
Yeah, well, Raphael looks like Telelil. Shout out to Raphael.
Well, it's the next best thing to do.
Well, yes. Queen Bee is actually planning on building a school.
Oh, actually, I'm lying. I was interviewing Queen Bee for Zisto's show, and I think I remember her saying something like that. No, I was just eating. I even had a mask on. She doesn't know what I look like.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. But now she's planning on building a primary school. People were expecting her to have like a business school. And she was just like, nah, honey, it's a primary school.
You see now, it goes back to what I was saying about the white privilege. Like, that's what we need to do. We need to get rich, build a school. Get rich, build a hospital.
Yeah.
That's what everybody who's rich is meant to be like involved in a project like that.
Yeah.
For black people.
Why do I have a feeling she's going to be the next Oprah?
Oh, she's on her way there.
She really is.
Oh,
she
yeah,
really is.
Like Oprah's the old Bonang.
True. Hey, Bonang is amazing. Shout out to her. We cannot wait to actually see. The school is probably going to be amazing. My child is going to Bonang school.
Wait.
I'm sorry.
It's going to be a school for girls and then there's over Susanum.
Well, I'm hoping I'll get, but I'm sure I'm going to get a girl sometime. Like,
how many kids do you want to have?
I want to have 3 kids. Okay, maybe 2.
Kids are expensive.
They are.
Do you want to A, pay for college tuition, or B, buy a G class?
Pay for college tuition because at
fuck
least
them kids.
I've left like something on earth to chow my money.
You can leave a school.
Nah, bruh. I'll do that too. I want to be the next Bonang.
Having kids is all about vanity. It's all about your ego. You want to see little minis. That's all
It's
you
not
want.
really about that.
Yes, it is. What else?
It really isn't.
We don't need more people on Earth.
Like, kids will love you, Jay.
Do you understand?
Regardless.
We're about 9 billion people. We're at 9 billion people.
Lalela,
We
you
start
just a
decreasing.
negative person that views life in such a different way. And it's fine. It's fine. I ain't judging.
Fuck them kids.
Wow, Silo. Anyway, our next story.
Don't say it's Zoto.
It's not, why do you bring her name up?
Because
We're
you
trying
like her.
to stay away from that. Well, this is another person that's just wilding out here in the streets. Umshoza.
What's it? Oh, I saw Mshoza trending. What did she do?
Umshoza is claiming she's worth 500K naked.
What does that mean? Is she a prostitute?
No, as in like she's done her nose job, bleached, did this, that, and that, you know? So she's just like, I'm worth, she said 300, and then she's like, actually, no, 500K. And people were just like, girl, chill. And I was just like, yes, okay, get her.
So she was flexing with what she had done over 500,000 in procedures.
Clearly, like, that's not something to flex about. She looks odd. So, like, she was so beautiful, natural, I believe. And right now she's not as pretty as she used to be, but it's a thing that she wanted to do, I guess. And shame we can't really crucify her for that. That's what she wanted. That's what she got. If you have the finances,
Or
girl,
we can
go
crucify her
on.
when she comes out and says, I'm worth 500,000 naked.
I mean,
We'll definitely crucify. Or South Africans will. I mean, I don't give a fuck.
yeah, no, bruh, it's fine. And she was like, she's not dating a person. What's it? Do you understand what's a mini girlfriend allowance? Yeah, it must be up there. You can't expect to date me and give me a girlfriend allowance. Yeah, 5K. And I'm just like, sis, umdala. Sis, get your own money. Like, no, bruh. But
Well, she's saying it like that because it's obviously she's lived that in some kind of life, you know. And
then she
it's
must
her
get that
standard.
kind of life back.
The problem with women is that you lose value or social value as you get older because you lose your looks.
No, man, I'm not.
No, I'm just saying generally, like when you were 21,
You're not
a
the same.
shitload of guys hit on you. When you're
Yeah.
32, a shitload less hit on you. And just because you're 32, like guys just want dumb girls.
But now, why
sometimes-
must people suffer just because you're growing old, bruh? You need to.
Because deal with your insecurities, bro. Like,
Yeah, I know.
go back to LA. It's your time, bro. Like, and you can
Allow,
bro. Allow.
bruh. Allow. Umshoza nje cela sixolele bandla because we cannot deal. But anyway, that was our celebrity.
But now we're
news.
judging. We're not judging though. We're not.
We're really
judging.
not. We're just saying umshoza asixolele and let us breathe. You know. So nje, not my handwriting.
Galoya 500K.
Not my handwriting. But thank you so much for tuning into Monday Mayhem with me, Minnie Tutsi. It has been a great show. I hope it changed the way you think and you were slightly educated by our topic today and have a better understanding of what is white privilege. And yeah, man.
Don't get me riled up.
Hey, yeah, no, CeeLo got angry at some point and I was just scared for my life. I'm just like, CeeLo, but I am just, yeah, but you know, but
I
yes.
was just saying it with my chest.
Say it with your chest. Say it with your chest.
I was just saying it with my chest.
But anyway, thank you so much for tuning in. From me, Minnie Tutsi, it's been real. And I leave you in the hands of Okanyo Mapumulo. Freedom is coming tomorrow. Get ready, mama. Hey.
all your freedom.
Yes, CeeLo, stick to your day job, bruh. It's been real.